Get it, Bruce Lee. There's a mouse on a string right here. It's ingenious. Look at that. Whoa. He bounced it all the way up there. Bruce Lee's. He's confused by the strings. Magical powers. Oh! Bruce Lee! Get that mouse! Oh man, nice! Bruce Lee's mad crazy. And he's ready to pounce. Oh, there's Boom Bums. Boom Boom! Whoa, dude, you bit it. Good job. So, George W. Bush has passed away. You know, I'm pretty sure everyone's heard about that. Like, Bill Clinton and... Basically, Bill Clinton was George Bush Sr.'s apprentice for becoming president, you know, because they were such good buddies doing all the drug dealing through Mena, Arkansas, and running it out of South America. You know, it's fun. It's awesome. What a great legacy, the Bush family, the tycoons, you know, that ran basically the... we have right down the street on High Street the Buckeye Steel, which was actually the main, you know, apparatus, you know, one of the main tycoons' monopolistic power grabs, where they actually made all the steel for all the wheels on every train, you know, for the Harrimans, which ran the railroad systems. You know, they were a very big tycoon family, too. The Harrimans, so they ran the railroads. The Bush family, you know, they ran all Buckeye Steel, which made all the steel for the trains. And the Rockefellers, you know, which he also died a couple years ago, actually, now. David Rockefeller died. But they're just back-scratching each other. It's called cronyism. Whoa! You almost lost a claw on that one, dude. Nah, it's perfectly good. Nah, nice. They're so on this mouse on the string, though. Get it, dude! And they love climbing this thing I made for them. It's this giant thing that goes up to the ceiling. But back to the tycoons that run everything. I mean, that's what all this is going on right now. Is, you know, you have a monopoly of goods coming in, food items mostly. 80% of the food is run by 5 corporations, you know, and it's all genetically altered. That's pretty much all the big agri-biotech companies, you know, like recently Monsanto, they got bought by Bayer Pharmaceuticals. They had patents actually for actually putting, and this sounds crazy, but making Ritalin and putting Ritalin into pharmacological crops. So it'd be like pharmacological crops are a thing. You need to look this up, and it's just like the BT corn, where they'd actually have the plants synthesize their own pesticides. And so it'd be like when the animals ate that, they would become pesticide factories. Their gut would start producing this pesticide. And it's really messed up. Like, we're like guinea pigs or mice, little laboratory mice for the elite. And we're just tied up on a string, basically. You know, it's a great analogy. And that's basically what a smart city is us tied to a string with a cat pouncing on us all the time and not being able to get out and break free from it. It's a great analogy, actually. Oh! Yeah, she's the symbol for globalism, I guess. She does have, like, this Illuminati eye on her side. Or I call it looks like a target. I named her Boom Boom. It's so cute. Yeah, you got, like, weird glowy eyes, though. Whoa! Good kitty. But anyway, so then you got this war in Yemen that just won't stop. I mean, they're killing these kids. They're starving little kids out in Yemen right now so we can have low gas prices. So every time you're at the pump, just think about taking food out of some little kid's mouth. But anyway, I just hate oil. It's so stupid when we have other things like quasi-crystals that can be really readily utilized. And free batteries can be achieved with quasi-crystals. You guys need to look this up. And I think Bruce Lee's back somewhere. Yeah, there he is. If we... See, that's the best way to have a revolution, is a free energy revolution. Let's see what's going on in the box. Bruce Lee! Yeah, because that's what had freed everybody previously from empire, was technological renaissance. And I think that's the best way to have a revolutionary modality, is technologically, not economically or anything else. Because then, honestly, the elite can compromise any kind of system like that. You can't really break free from a central bank. Like, central banking is what's keeping the Trump recovery, quote unquote, from maintaining any kind of, interim effect into a economic future that actually has any kind of, benefits for us at all. I mean, we're debt slaves to the IMF and the World Bank, and again, this collateralized debt obligation, the fact that the IMF and World Bank are working hand in hand to make it so the UN can actually get the land from us. They can get all of our land. And the proof is in the Grand Canyon. Check out the Alex Jones documentary. It's really good. It's called America Destroyed by Design. It's one of his first movies. And it's really like, honestly, this thing's too bright if I was going to do this. It's so apparent that everything is run by the UN, and that's who is actually opening our borders. That's where this edict comes from. It's a UN doctrine to open up all borders and to have a super police state. That's what a smart city would basically be. That's my whole point. And George Bush dying is sort of like, it's another sign that this New World Order can't really come into fruition, that it's pretty much doomed. And we all realize what globalism is. The New World Order, it's exposed now. We've really exposed the globalists. Now, all they have is saying that we're bad because we're nationalists. And that's just, it's really fabricated. It's a big lie that they like to push, that if you somehow like borders, then you're a racist. Then really, I mean, look at all these British, colonial projects in Africa, like where you break up, tribes that have been with each other for hundreds and hundreds, thousands of years, however long, and then the British Empire just comes in and draws a border right through, right through rivers and making out of mountains, just putting borders everywhere and separating these people culturally and using divide and conquer balkanization in order to do it. I mean, you can use borders for evil too. That's only if the citizenry doesn't understand the even concept. Like these African tribes, most of them didn't even know what borders were. I mean, it's kind of inherent in human civilization to want to have a border, just a line in the sand. Like, you can't come over here. This is my area. Dogs even do it. They pee, and it's their territory. I mean, humans are basically very animalistic when it comes to, tribalism. That's why the elite know how to push our buttons. They use our instincts to want to maintain our own house, our own castle, if you will, and they use all these instincts against us. Humans are the most studied creature, and so they use all these things against us, like the ability to evolve into our surroundings. So we're evolving into things that we really, it's not beneficial to us in the long run. So like the cell phones, the smart cities, the smart meters on our houses, all this Wi-Fi, internet, stuff jumbling up our DNA structures. And it's an attack. It is like 1984 on steroids is the best way to put it. And it's really just to the point now where you either are awake or you're not. You either get it or you don't. You're either, totally run. Your thoughts are controlled by the TV. And you're a simpleton if you don't get what's going on, honestly.